Hey everyone, this is Tanya the Lady Strange. This is going to be day 9 of 31 Days of Strange. This is going to be another deck I'm showing that is strange and unusual, fun and occult, and interesting, and indie deck. This is called a tarot deck. However, it's really not a tarot. It's got the same number as a tarot deck, but it's more like an oracle, and that's how it reads for me. So this is not a completely uncommon deck, but it's not, as mainstream, of course. It was gifted to me by my husband in December, right before Christmas, supposed to be a Christmas present, early Christmas present. Well, and I wanted it. And it was on Amazon, but it's still kind of an indie deck, of course. And I think the price point at that was like $60 at that time. I'm sure it's probably more now with inflation already. It still is. I haven't checked honestly to see if it is or is out of print. So this is going to be me showing. I showed this deck several months ago in one of my monthly reviews. I think in February or March, give or take. A brief thing. Well, let's be a little bit more of a review to go along with the strange and the macabre. And of course my love for witchcraft, the occult, and divination, and all things in between. So this is going to be Tarot of Shadows. Now this deck is very well made, well, with the exception of the box. For the quality and value that was put into the rest of this deck, honestly, the box is like cardboardy. So it's like stored away, but like I don't use it. I keep this honestly in a bag. So, just like a little odd bag I got last year, or like 2 years ago, give or take, at Spirit Halloween, of course. But, yeah, so as you can see, Tarot of Shadows, and you can see kind of the symbology. It's beautiful. So this guidebook here is hardcover. As you can hear, well-made hardcover. And for example, here each thing has 1, 2 or more pages of a write-up, like kind of a backstory to it, because these are often characters throughout occult history, items involving witchcraft, people, etc., things that are famous or infamous through that. So it's more in that divinatory meaning that the lessons from the stories or how they may apply, or keywords or circumstances. So again, not quite a tarot, not quite an oracle, just a tarot format, but more of an oracle. I love the art on it. Again, strange, unusual, and macabre. If you're not into the somewhat darker aesthetic or aspects of things, kind of, like dark or black magic ends, this may not be a deck for you. You may want to turn back now already. Especially if the cover of the guidebook has already given you anything on here. But again, they have the applied to 78 of the Arcana. And again, I am impressed with the write-ups in it and using it. I use this for various purposes, not all the time, but frequently enough to get the value out of it. Comes with these 2 little astrological correspondence cards. I mean, look at how nice that is. They have sort of an iridescent glow on it. This lighting, of course, natural lighting being outside, gives the mosquitoes, and that doesn't do it justice. But it comes with 2 of these, which is very handy. Simple, handy to go along with it. So here is just like the box. Beautiful cardstock. Not like it's great as some others, but not flimsy, and matches the deck. Look at that. You may or may not be able to pick up, but this is definitely like has an iridescent glow on it. It's just gorgeous and divine. Luscious and delicious. Much like darker aesthetic. Well, so with that being said, I'm going to show you some of the cards on this. And again, this might be able to be found on Amazon, I believe. It's by a creator in the Ukraine. So quite an interesting deck. So if you're like me, as I've mentioned in previous videos, and you are into indie, strange, and macabre, and like to have an array of collection on that, and strange art and aesthetic and things out of the ordinary, maybe up your alley, or you're just looking for something new and to diversify, this would be a deck for you. or if you work with the demonic divine, the demonic realm, aspects of magic, occult, or dark magic, or you just like things of history. Whatever the case is, or you just find this deck pretty. Or all of the above. As you can see, Lucifer. And look at those borders, it's just a deck. And a lot of the artwork's just like that, for example. I'm going to read them all, but I'm showing enough for the aesthetic on that. Satan. I don't work with Satan, I do work with Lucifer. Well, to an extent. I work with many things. Like Mercury's smile. Magic ointment. See, it's like tools, aids, different things that are in here besides that. Star of Lucifer. Now this is Agrippa. Y'all know if you're into occult, witchcraft, magic, or even studying in history, I'm sure you all have heard of Agrippa in some shape or form, or come across in your readings and literature. Augur magic. Black mass. Again, if you're interested in any of the stuff, piques your fancy, always can check Google or other resources. Again, use your resources and use your noodle. Again, this is not type of thing for everyone or anything. Neither is it completely politically correct. Whatever. I don't go for that anyways. To each their own. Voodoo ritual. I use, obviously, the guidebook with this. Some of it's intuitive, obviously, or spirit speak and channel through that to me with this, like parsley and basil. So, got herbs and magic and plant magic in this too. Wrath. Ghost. Lady Pengerwick. Spoon of rosemary. Rosemary is such a lovely, versatile herb. And great in culinary. Scapegoat. See, there's the numbers at the top. It can easily be found by the numbers. Excuse me, the arcana numbers in the guidebook. Fun one, forbidden fruit. Hecate, who's my patroness. Flip these a little bit faster. This is just, of course, to show the deck and its quality and something if you're interested. Again, Swagger. Exorcism. Necromancy. Honey does do a lot of, the Lady Strange here does do a lot of necromantic type of thing on that. It's just one of my natural abilities. Victim of temptation, aren't we all? I love this one, the Three Fates, of course. Sorcerer's Protection. So see, it's got some versatile qualities to it. It's got Lilith in it. Of course, to be expected from what I've already shown. Let's see if there's any others real quick. They're all on the same type of art style. False Prophet. Sickle of Saturn, for example. I'm often guilty of this at times, laziness. Reflective Light. So you get a general idea and premise of this deck on the different qualities of this. So again, she is a very beautiful deck. So if you're into something and you don't mind using the guidebook a lot more and not using tarot as tarot at the face value, but more of a different tool in your divination or magical practice, or just if you're an artistic collector, this would be a deck for you. This is one of my favorites. I would never give this one up. You're into the macabre and the occult. This is for you. And again, you just want to diversify your collection, or you're just to pique your curiosity, give this a look up on it. Again, Tarot of Shadows. An amazing deck, definitely worth the price point. I would definitely buy it again. I'd recommend it to many. And with that being said, I hope you are enjoying this series so far of the 31 Days of Strange. Again, stay spooky. And of course, continue to watch if you feel compelled to. And like, comment, and subscribe. And blessed be.